I don't listen to what he says.
Mind control.
One of football's iconic clubs, Liverpool FC, the Reds. Such an identifiable strip. Such a dramatic history of triumph, of sadness. With an anthem popularized in the swinging 60s, now a powerful call for strength and unity in tough times. Like every club, Liverpool's dream team is an inspirational collection of the club's greatest names. But perhaps more than any other club, the biggest debate comes off the pitch with the choice of manager. Three great leaders. Bill Shankly, who built the foundations of the club's greatest dynasty. Bob Paisley, who added the steel and reinforced the club's standing. And Kenny Dalglish, who many believe restored the club's soul. Shankly took over the club at the end of the 1950s, when Liverpool was in second division, hauling them into the top tier and winning 3 First Division titles and 4 FA Cups in his 15 years in charge. But his greatest gift to the club was his appointment of former player Bob Paisley as his deputy. Paisley was at his side throughout those triumphs and then took over, turning Liverpool into the most powerful force in English football. 6 First Division titles and 3 European Cups turned Paisley into a giant of the game. It was under Paisley that Kenny Dalglish emerged as the greatest player in Reds history. He not only played in 6 First Division titles, but took over as player-manager for the last of them in 1985-86, before retiring and managing the club to 2 more titles and 2 FA Cups. Dalglish was manager through Liverpool's darkest hour when the Hillsborough tragedy claimed 96 lives. His compassion and dignity inspired the city in its fight for justice for its fans. No figure in Anfield's history is loved more than Kenny. Proved by the club's decision in 2017 to rename the centenary stand the Kenny Dalglish Stand. So the determination of who leads the Liverpool Dream Team is difficult. But how's this for a solution? We're making Shankly and his assistant and successor Paisley co-managers, and King Kenny gets to play again as captain. With this triumvirate of leaders, Liverpool's Dream Team will never walk alone. We'll fill out this magnificent 11 with a blend of champions across the generations after the break. Many of Liverpool's Dream Team are automatic selections because once you are in with the Anfield crew, they love you forever. Like Ray Clements, the standout keeper in 14 years as a Kop favorite. Arriving in the middle of Bill Shankly's reign, he was part of Bob Paisley's 3 European Cup winning teams. And with 5 league titles, an FA Cup and 2 UEFA Cups in his trophy cabinet, he's the perfect backstop for this team, picked in a 4-4-2 formation. Defence was the foundation of Shankly's new Liverpool, so it's hardly surprising there are a wealth of famous defenders to have done Anfield proud. The first picked has to be Liverpool's most decorated player, Phil Neal, at right back, with 23 trophies, including 8 First Division titles and 4 European Cups, the only man to have played in all 4 of the era. He was also a go-to man for penalties like this. This goal the sealer in the club's first ever European Cup triumph against Borussia Mönchengladbach. So it's a unanimous decision for right back. The choice for the 2 centre-back positions is not quite so easy, although there is one clear-cut spot reserved for Alan Hansen, who played for 14 seasons at Anfield, and with his speed, anticipation and tactical nous, was Bob Paisley's choice as the greatest central defender he'd ever seen. Hansen was central to 3 European Cup victories, and it's perhaps no coincidence that Liverpool won 8 league titles while he was there, and haven't won another since he ruined his knee and retired in 1990. More than 600 caps and club captain, he's a lock for centre-back. Liverpool traditionally favours the centre-back position for its captains, like Ron Yates, who arrived in 1961 and in his first season helped Shankly to the Division 2 title, which sent the club back to the top tier after an 8-year absence. He was captain for 2 league titles and the 1965 FA Cup, and his legendary coach described him as the beginning of Liverpool. But we just can't fit him in here. Yates was succeeded as captain by Tommy Smith, who scored the middle goal in the club's first European Cup win. But we're going for a more modern look with one of the heroes from Liverpool's biggest win of the current century, the 2005 Champions League, Jamie Carragher. Born in Merseyside, second on the club's all-time list of appearances and 3-time Player of the Year, he was a one-club man of 17 seasons, winning 2 FA Cups. He adds the perspective of the modern game to an older backline. And out wide, Alan Kennedy settled 2 European Cup wins, scoring the winner in the 1981 final and the decisive penalty in the 1984 final shootout. Throw in 5 First Division titles, and he has to get in, completing a back half of decorated champions. The first of our 4 midfielders on the right is the most marketable, most recognizable face in Liverpool's history. Steven Gerrard was the club's longest-serving captain for 12 years. He was also captain of England and has one other quite remarkable piece of history attached to his name. Gerrard, who scored 186 goals from midfield, is the only player to score in an FA Cup, League Cup, Champions League and UEFA Cup final, and he held the cup up at the end in every one of them. He was man of the match in the 2005 Champions League final. Gerrard gets the midfield off to a ripping start. Alongside him is Graham Souness, who only played 6 seasons at Anfield, but long enough for many to rate him the finest midfielder to pull on a red shirt. He was a driving force in 5 First Division titles, 4 League Cups and 3 European Cups. With a mix of skill and brute force, he was the only captain through the Shankly-Paisley era who was a midfielder and not a centre-back. The fight for the final two spots in the midfield comes down to 4 players. There's the game's record holder at Anfield, Ian Callaghan, the Danish import of the 80s and 90s, Jan Molby, the popular and mercurial John Barnes, and the star of the 90s, Steve McManaman. On sheer talent, Callaghan might not have matched the others, but he was there at the start of the Shankly era with a second division title, 5 First Divisions and 2 European Cups, albeit the second from the subs bench. And on loyalty and longevity, gets the 3rd midfield spot. McManaman's Anfield debut in 1990 came with the club at the end of a decade of dominance. So we're going with Barnes on the left, who was capable of amazing things and was a favourite with the Cop. With just 2 places to go, competition among Liverpool's greatest forwards is tight.
Phil Thompson with that header, and Dalglish!
We've already decided Kenny Dalglish is in. How could he not be, arriving from Celtic in 1977 and staying a lifetime? 6 First Division titles and 3 European Cups, the highlights of a 515-game and 172-goal career, before making an even greater contribution as the face and spirit of Liverpool in tragic times. King Kenny's brains and his balance make him an automatic choice. That leaves a 4-way fight for the final forward position. Luis Suarez was mesmerizing, but did he stay long enough? Kevin Keegan helped raise the club to a new level, but did he score enough? Robbie Fowler was beloved by fans, but did he win enough? Then there's Ian Rush. When in doubt, go for goals, and Rush had them by the bucket load. A club record 346 in 660 appearances. Playing through the club's greatest decade, save for a short sojourn to Juve until the lure of Liverpool drew him back. And what better way to complete this incredible team? The fight for a seat on the bench is no easier. But Luis Suarez and Robbie Fowler are first in. Jan Molby and Steve McManaman provide midfield support. Tommy Smith and Sammy Hippier in defense. Pepe Reina is backup keeper.
I don't listen to what he says.
Mind control.
Yeah.